What's going on, my friends, my family, my fellow gamers? It's your boy, your only friend in these YouTube streets, Puertorock 77, coming back at you. Let me check this out right here. What's going on? What's popping in the chat? What's popping in the chat? How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing on this beautiful Wednesday? On this Wednesday, I guess afternoon, evening for you guys. Wednesday night for me. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving and stuff like that. It's a day to be thankful. You know what I'm saying? I wish you all are out there in the best of health. I hope, many of you will be able to do what you want to do for Thanksgiving and stuff like that. If you're able to get up with family, by all means, enjoy it. Get up there. Shout out to Blue 14 Mustang. What's going on? Thank you for being a sponsor. I truly appreciate it. I hope you guys are able to have everything. I know the one thing that's scary about Thanksgiving is for some reason I always hear bad news or something. It's a terrible time to have bad news. So I hope all of you who's out there, by the time Black Friday comes around and stuff, you guys are in the best of health. Your family's in the best of health. You'll actually be able to spend time and stuff like that. I hope everything's going with whatever you're doing, school, career, work, whatever you guys are doing. I wish you the best and stuff like that. Thank you so much for rocking out, supporting the channel. If you don't mind, hit the like button, get this tweeted out, because we're gonna have some good conversations today. We're gonna be doing our thing. Bad news is Xbox lost MPD. Yeah, it may not be not so much to be thankful for in terms of that, right? But let me do a couple of things real quick. Let me pop out the chat, get this popping. And we're gonna have a good time, stuff like that. And after this, I'm gonna start getting into my Spider-Man DLC, stuff like that. But let me go through the chat real quick. Of course, we got kicking it off, Overdone, Darklink, Lionel B. What's going on, man? King Matic, Anime for Entertainment. What's up? Metro, Ice Queen Gaming. What's going on? Savage. What's up? Danny, SS9. Lay, what's going on? Thank you so much for rocking out. The spook who sat by the door. Pow. Yo, spooky. Of course, Blue Mustang, what's up? Ty Rizzle, what's good? The Vel. Yo, Alex. Mira. Ike, Luke, what's good? Jamie, what's up? We got Rocket, Daniel. Oh, man, chat's moving up. We got 1985 up in here. Tamiko. What's going on? Rex, Samori, what's up? What's up? Rappers out here trying to defend their booty hole for Thanksgiving. Oh, shit. Yo, I don't know what's going on. Samuel, what's good? The Noob of Games, Black Star, Cuba, Ike, what's going on? What else we got? We got Jilliam, the leader. What's going on? I hope, I hope I didn't butcher your name and stuff. It's terrible. I'm terrible at this. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, D Truth or DT Roof. I said D Truth. Is DT Roof or D Truth? I'm gonna say DT. I'm gonna just call you DT. You know what I'm saying? Man, you guys are really testing my reading skills up in here. J Nimbus, Shadow Spade, I do Juegos was good. Leroy Garris. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much for rocking out with me in the chat. Built this up again. Xbox got no games. Laugh out, Xbox sucks ass. Yo, that dude's that killing me here. But again, retweet it out. If you're new to the channel, thank you for rocking out with me. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I'm your only friend in these YouTube streets. So let's start with a little light work. DLC came out. Turf Wars for Spider-Man. I just started maybe playing like 20 minutes of it, and then that's when I got into Craig Harris hit me up, see if I could get on his podcast, and I gladly do, because he supported my podcast for so long. So check out the live stream we just did. Check it out. It was awesome. We had a good time. So I'll support that man every time. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm doing my live stream so I can reach out to more of my users who follow me, whatever. But anyway, so Turf Wars, the one thing I noticed about Turf Wars is there's a lot of enemies in the bases and stuff like that. But I haven't got real too deep into the story yet, so I can't really flush out. But it's more Spider-Man, Shit, what I would love is for Insomniac to just keep pushing DLC every 2 to 3 months, or every month. It's probably not feasible. But, keep pushing DLC until 6 months before. Spider-Man 2 comes out. You know what I'm saying? Because I love that game, man. I could just keep playing it and playing. I want to play that game forever. You know, I might end up doing New Game Plus and stuff like that. I mean, it's just fantastic. Players United, what's going on? Trey BK, what's good? Taser Delight, what's going on, people? We got over 100 viewers right now. Again, hit the like button. I need you to hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? We need to hit the like button because I got a story to tell, you know, between me and JayTech. So we got 132 watching. I got 25 likes. Get it out there. Hit the like button. Put it on Facebook. Put it on your favorite gaming groups. Put it out there because we want to clear the air on this whole JayTech TV stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I need max participation. I need max participation. All right? So help me out here. I need max participation. I need you guys to be out there. Get out there. Let them know. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna preach the truth because he preaching that bullshit. That weirdo Hugo Ike. What's going on? All right, he's preaching. He does what he does. All right. So we got 140 review. We got 140 something people live right now. 42 likes. Come on, just hit that thumb. Get it out there. All right. But anyway, we're gonna warm up a bit. We're gonna talk about MPD. October MPD came out. You understand what I'm saying? And Xbox is dead last. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be real. I did not see that coming. Not dead last, dog. The conversation never came up, obviously. Right? Not on Twitter, not anywhere. But let's say 2-3 days, a week, whatever. If at any point I would have had a conversation with Baron, right? If he would have told me that the Switch was still gonna outsell Xbox One, despite Xbox One having Red Dead, because you know he talks shit, whatever. I mean, he was already talking shit saying Black Ops outsold Red Dead, that garbage game Red Dead. He's just mad because it'll never come to the Switch. But anyway, I probably would, and he would have. Let's say if he wanted to bet me, I would have taken a bet. I would have bet that Xbox One would have outsold the Switch, not the PlayStation 4. I didn't believe that bullshit. I didn't believe that BS of oh, everybody's trading in their PlayStation because they have to play the best version of Red Dead. I'm like, what? You know, like what? I'm out here looking like Westbrook from the Thunders. Like, what? You motherfuckers tripping. That's how I look. When you see when you see all that non-profit work being done and everybody's trying to sell Xbox One X, oh, you can get Red Dead and it's $100 off. I mean, it's good for the people, informing people, interested in the X, great deal and stuff like that. But these dudes were doing the Lord's work, talking about, oh, I got a lot of word that everybody's buying Xbox One X's and trading in PS4 Pros. Motherfucker, you live in Nebraska with a population of 200 people. Shut up. All right? The hell you know. Stop it. Yo, but came in last. What does that mean? It just reinforces the point that we all know, that we're all smart enough to know. Shout out to Ryan the Professional. What's going on? Bobby. Hey, Bobby. Sick legend. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much for walking out. Gerald Bear, Heath Stevens, Blackbeard. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you hit that like button. Hit the like button. Because I want as much people to get on this once I start my little story with JayTech TV. Because I need to kill his bullshit narrative. You know what I'm saying? Savage Lobo was good. But anyway, we already know that having the most powerful console is not going to win any current generation, and it's not going to be regarded as the most popular console. It's not going to be the console that gets all the games, gets the most support. Power just simply doesn't do that. You know what I'm saying? To any level. Of course, they're going to revert back. Well, that's all PlayStation had. People bought it for 1080p, whatever. And again, how many times do we got to tell these dudes? The Ruham, what's up? What's going on? Hold on. What? Ruham? What's going on, Ruham? Hold on. I got to do something. Boom. There we go. All right. Ronan, what's up? Damn, Adrian, what's going on? BIGT was good. All right. So we all know that they always try to reflect back. Oh, it's 1080p, 720p. People bought it because of the better versions, and we're trying to tell them, like, bruh, how many times we have to tell ya? Power became a big deal because Microsoft was selling us a $500 console, and the $400 console was performing better. It would be like a 1070 performing better than a 1080 Ti. That shit would be fucking huge. You understand what I'm saying? That's what's the whole catalyst behind it, right? And then during that period, Microsoft was not really pushing out the best exclusives. Some games were okay at best. Some of them were alright. Some of them were multiplats. It was on the Xbox 360 and PC, aka Titanfall. You understand what I'm saying? So the one thing Xbox truly needed in the beginning of the gen was big blockbuster compelling games. Games as big as God of War, as big as Horizon Zero Dawn, as big as Spider-Man. Just games that were just blockbuster out there. So that way people could say, okay, fine, it's $500 is weaker, but goddamn, these games, I gotta play these games. People could relate to that. Gamers could relate to that. It just wasn't. So it wasn't coming out with the competitive games. And back then, it was hard to argue that point. But it's 2018, all right? It's 2018. We know Rise wasn't a good game. All right, Sunset Overdrive, a lot of people like it, but it wasn't a big game. Scream Ride, Master Chief Collection was broken as hell for like the first couple of months. And Gears and Halo, while that's one of Microsoft's top franchise, it didn't make the noise that Halo 3 did and Gears 1, Gears 2, and Gears 3 did during their respective time on Xbox 360. We see this, right? In fact, the one franchise that was consistently was Forza, but it comes out every year and stuff like that. So we clearly saw Quantum Break. Definitely not a big game. Hell, after that game, Remedy had to go multiplat. You see what I'm saying? All right. Halo Jam, what's going on? Thank you for shouting out. Luca was good. Thank you. So Microsoft, while they were coming out with exclusives and some of them being AAA in terms of budget, they weren't the big compelling games. It wasn't like what we're seeing now, where Microsoft has the best, the most powerful console, but we have God of War to compound it. I say the word we, but PlayStation 4 has God of War, Spider-Man. So these games go toe to toe with the most powerful console. Xbox One just didn't have that. And then on top of that, it was more expensive being weaker. It would be like the Pro being $600. The Pro would get shitted on. My man Lionel B was good. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for supporting my channel for a long time. Looks like your boy Phil Spencer trying to pull a Zaire and switch his whole user base. My man. More like a transition from console to PC gamer. We could talk about that. He said, not like this, Lionel. She's already like that. All right. Bryce Morrow was good. Hit the like button. We got over 200 viewers right now. We're looking good, because the main event. See, right now what I'm doing, I'm talking undercard. This is undercard shit, right? This conversation I'm doing right here is all undercard. All right. We got 74 likes. Come on, let's reach that 100. Hit the 100. Let's get that 100 likes in. But this is all undercard talking. All right. We're gonna get to the main event, which is the whole JayTech TV scandal. All right. So Microsoft dead last. We all know power is not the key. Power is important at the start of the generation because that gives us an idea of where gaming is gonna go. Because if you want to push gaming forward, you do need power. But within that generation, the conversation of power has to end. And it has to be about the games, because when it's all said and done, it will always be about the games. And yes, multiplat is great. Yes, multiplat sell a lot. Some of the biggest sellers are multiplats. Call of Duty, Grand Theft Auto, Madden, NBA 2K. It's pretty much the same titles, gen over gen over gen. All right? But the exclusives or the first-party published games, that's what adds the spice. In a world where Call of Duty comes out every year, Madden comes out every year, NBA 2K comes out every year, in a world where these multiplats are regurgitated over and over and over, first party titles add that spice, you know. So you look at the platform and be like, okay, Call of Duty, Madden, NBA 2K, God of War, Spider Man, Detroit, Days Gone, Ghost of Tsushima, or those same multiplats, and you got Forza. You know what I'm saying? No neutral play IPs and stuff like that. So the console's identity will always be exclusives. You understand? A console cannot have an identity based on multiplats because everybody else has the multiplats. So then people start to wonder, why do I got you when I could have done what you're doing now on another platform plus play more games? Make sense? I don't know if you remember, if you guys saw the Twitter video when Spider-Man comes out. Somebody, did a video and be like, I got all my friends playing Spider-Man, and what the fuck do I got? I got this motherfucker. Why did I buy this? You ain't got nothing. You know what I'm saying? That shit was hilarious. That fucking Spider-Man video and stuff like that. But that's just the reality. Nobody wants to really give credit to a console for a game that can be played on any device. That's nothing. You bought that console specifically for a reason. Now, of course, everybody has their own things. Number one, play with your friends. Like, yeah, your console doesn't have God of War, but all your buddies play Call of Duty on Xbox, and that's perfectly respectable. You know what I'm saying? You want to play with your friends, and your friends have Xbox. There's nothing wrong with that. But at least say that. Don't come pretend exclusives don't matter. They matter, but in your predicament, you really want to play with your friends, and that's perfectly fine. So I could dig it. Same thing like me. Like, I bought Madden on the Xbox, but most of my friends that play Madden is on my PlayStation. But I bought on Xbox so I could give it a shot this year and play with Xbox gamers. Worst mistake ever. Y'all motherfuckers always on Hulu. So I end up playing the random matches, which, what's the goddamn point? I could have done that on PlayStation. Antonio was good. K's was good. Players United Gaming, thank you so much. J Love, Showan, what's up? El Matador, you know what I'm saying? Thank you so much. Over 235 viewers. Where we at with the likes? Because main event's about to pop off. We're about to pop off. 92. Come on, hit the like button. My 200 viewers. Do me a favor, all right? Because we're gonna talk about this. But anyway, some interesting facts from MPD. The top 10 best-selling games. 2 of them are PlayStation exclusives. God of War, Spider-Man. Spider-Man surpassed God of War. And this is all within the US, but it surpassed God of War in terms of best-selling game on the PlayStation for 2018. And I think it's like number 4 or 5 overall. Pretty impressive. Spider-Man is just a brand name and recognition of Spider-Man. It's a bigger name than God of War, because it's a comic book and the movie and all that stuff. Black Star, Mr. Pio, Mr. Pio, what's going on? Raja, what's up? Daniel, what's good? You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much for rocking out with me. So that's really impressive and stuff like that. But I think overall, looking at MPD, gaming is healthy because I think it's every console. Switch and Microsoft, Xbox sold over 200K, which is great. And then PlayStation sold over 300K. So Red Dead really benefited PlayStation, especially the marketing rights, because you saw that like in Amazon in the top 10 sellers. I think at one point it was number 1 or top 5 at least. And then Spider-Man still sold. It's still on the MPD. So incredible. And notice nobody's really talking about November MPD. I think the absolute crushing Xbox One got last year in November MPD. When Xbox One X launched, and I was out there letting people know that shit ain't winning November MPD. I bet freaking Coke D Coke, you know what I'm saying? And he still ain't giving me my $20. Well, I'm never gonna get the $20. I moved past that, but I just do it to joke with him. You know what I'm saying? Because hey, I'm gonna get something out of it, and I'm gonna make jokes about it. My man Carlos Crespin, what's going on? $5 super chat. Thank you so much for the support, brother. Even if only the hardcore buy exclusives, they influence the casuals to buy the console, so exclusives still do sell consoles. Absolutely. I mean, look at Spider-Man. That thing sold like 400,000 units, whatever. Exclusive sells consoles. Bottom line. Imagine if the OG Xbox never got Halo. Or if Halo was on PlayStation and Xbox. Come on. Lionel B was good. He says the leader sets the narrative. Funny how Phil tried to set a narrative about single player games and exclusives. Then in the same year, Sony and Nintendo shut him right up. Facts. Yo, and now these guys are trying to say a new narrative like, oh, that's not what we meant. We just meant that, it's not really sustainable. Shut up. The VJ Awards, every game is a single player experience. And they're all nominated for Game of the Year. Stop it, man. We all knew Phil. He even said games like Zelda, whatever, is not feasible, whatever. And look at that. Sony came in with the onslaught. Even Nintendo came with the onslaught with single player experiences. Come on, man. We need to stop the BS. The bottom line, single player, multiplayer, a good game is a good game. And when you properly market it, and it being a good game with good gameplay, it's gonna fucking sell. It's going to sell. The problem is Microsoft games that were once exclusive on Xbox, now they're multiplayer because they put them on PC because they got to try to make money off it, right? Makes sense. They weren't really good games, and they sure as hell was not marketed right. They sure as hell, you did not see no train or anything for Quantum Break, right? Hell, even something as look at Killer Instinct. Killer Instinct was a big game, right? And a lot of them were saying, "Oh, it's better than Street Fighter." Well, it's 2018 now. We're about to be in 2019. Which is the bigger fighting game, Street Fighter or Killer Instinct? The Street Fighter just stood the test of time. Not saying that Killer Instinct is a bad game. It's a great game. It just fizzled out. They should have released a sequel. Shit, like this year. They should have been working on a sequel, but they're not. Phil Spencer, $2 super chat. My man said, I was wrong about single player games. Yes, you were. And I'm glad you admitted it on my podcast. So you heard it here, folks. Phil Spencer admitted he was wrong about the single players. Thank you so much for the support and the super chat, all right? But I'm so glad. Here's my thing. Taco! What's going on? $2 euro. 2 years since Xbox One MPD. Has this ever happened? Shit, I can't remember the last time. Maybe during the PS2 era. I know during the 360 era, it went on a streak of winning number one MPDs, being number one MPD for like a good streak. I know 360 did that. Pretty much. Here's the thing, and Phil Spencer and a lot of Microsoft execs, they say stuff, right? And a lot of people, Microsoft fans and whatever, they take what they say to heart. And I'm thinking, yo, since when does third place get to dictate what's important in the industry? Like, what the hell? Are we going to listen to the New York Knicks on the direction of the NBA? Like, nah, dog. Like, you ain't the champ. You're not a contender. Like, what are we doing here? So I never understood how Phil Spencer, I know Phil Spencer's a nice guy. Overall, he loves gaming. He goes in party chats. He does all this nice stuff. But he hasn't done what he needed to do to put the Xbox as a primary platform. What he ended up doing was really diluted games on PC, talks to Xbox Cloud, putting games on everywhere and all that stuff. And sure, that's great for the company. And it's clear he had to do it because the Xbox, the sales wasn't, you could say, probably wasn't satisfactory. It wasn't up to snuff, right? So I don't know how Phil Spencer get this much clout. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But anyway, where we at? We had 235 viewers. Should I get on to the story of JayTech, the Super Bowl undercard, or is there an undercard? Scalebound broke Xbox One back. I'm going to tell you this, Rohan. If you guys are new to my channel, go to my video history. You need to look up my Scalebound rant. That is what helped blow up my channel because I was pissed. You know what I'm saying? Besides also the Hellblade 250K. If you're new to my channel, if you have not seen my Scalebound rant video, then you need to see it. You'll enjoy my rant. You'll be like, oh shit, this dude was in his bag. Samuel Ashby, thank you so much for the super chat. America P, we think we know best. America P, we think we know best. Oh shit, they America P, we think we know best. America, baby. Here we got Gaming Forte. Thank you so much. Simply Deep. What do I think about these old fighting games? Eternal Championships, World Hero, Samurai Showdown. Oh shit, this guy brought it back. I remember Eternal Championships on the Sega Genesis, if I remember correctly. I used to play the shit out of Art of Fighting in arcade, and I used to play the shit out of Samurai Showdown and Fatal Fury. Oh man, 90s was the era of fighting, bro. And I'm glad this gen brought it back. You know what I'm saying? Dark Link was asking on the show or something. Luca, talking about your Scumcast show, I could rock out. You just have to let me know what time because it's Saturdays. I think you hold it at 4 p.m., which is about 10 p.m. Um, I'll be able to make it as long as I'm not doing something. So just let me know. Just hit me up anytime, Luca. You know you can hit me up anytime in DM. You know you can slide in my DM. I'm just playing. Lionel B was good. Thank you for the support. He says Xbox ain't selling because Phil Spencer was trying to make a banana pudding with no bananas. My dude, add the bananas. Yo, it's all about the games, right? And when you're trying to sell a particular console, you need particular games. Look at the Switch. Switch doesn't have nowhere near the third-party support PlayStation and Xbox have, and it's important. But Switch does Switch things. Switch has Nintendo exclusives. You know what I'm saying? It's just how it is. Nick, what's going on? John, what's up? Nimbus, thank you so much for hitting up the chat. Everybody that just joined, thank you so much for rocking out and support. All right. Are you jealous of JayTech, Gentleman Gamer? I'm glad, yo. I know you follow JayTech, so I'm glad you're here because my man be spitting the biggest bullshit, and I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you the story of Adonis. All right? My man Darkly, like, yes, good, can't wait. All right. So before we get to the main event, before the Pacquiao Mayweather, and of course I'm Floyd, Moneymaker Floyd. All right. Before we get to that level, is there anything else we need to cover? Or reward. Man, damn, Warrior. Thank you so much for showing up. He says, hey. Worst thing to happen to Xbox is his fan base on social media that are delusional and MS actually feel represent the actual community. You know, it's Warrior brought up a good point. Brought up a great point. You do have a lot of Xbox advocates, you know, and I'm not even gonna use fanboys or whatever. I'm not gonna use that word. You do have big Xbox channels that got the ears of Microsoft, right? And they're very passionate with their console, right? And I'm not saying me, you know, me got the Latino flavor, I got the Hispanic flavor. You know, I try to make things exciting, entertaining. Because the truth is, some of my stuff, I ball out, I go crazy and stuff like that. But as I think everybody knows, I always try to keep it within the realm of facts, analytical. I got, the data, all that stuff, right? But I'll play on Xbox. I appreciate Xbox. I'll play on any console, but Xbox is not my preferred platform. You know what I'm saying? PlayStation is, okay? But those that Xbox is the preferred platform, they spend too much time telling narratives. You know, it's good to joke. I got it. You're gonna talk trash, make jokes, console war. You throw a jab, somebody throws a right hook, you throw an uppercut. I get that. But they push false narratives and false information so hard because they wanted the gaming community to believe that Xbox was this image. But the image, a lot of it was made up of lies and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with enjoying a product and telling the company you totally punted this in the stand. Like the PlayStation 3. You know, my preferred platform last gen was a PlayStation 3. But when people ask me, oh, yeah, it was the console of the gen, I'd be like, I'm going to give that to 360. To me, 360 was the winner of the gen. It sold the most games, which was exclusives and multiplats combined. And that's the most important. That's one of the most important things for gaming is the sales of games. And 360 did that. It was a game selling beast, right? Of course, 360 had its issues, had its mistakes. But PS3, the mistakes it did was huge. The Blu-ray player, the cell processor, all these needless SD card ports and compact ports, trying to run Linux operating system, folding at home, cure cancer. I mean, it's a noble cause, but it was just doing too much, and it wasn't about gaming. You understand what I'm saying? It was a disaster. They took Rumble out the controller. Yo, I was one of the first people in the PlayStation forums. I'm like, homeboy, like if you played, MLB, you need the haptic feedback to let you know you're out of the strike zone. Especially during the PS2 era, PS3 era, a lot of people still doing couch co-op. I was still inviting people over my house, you know, and I wasn't gonna have the actual icon, the cursor, tell them. I would have that clear because the vibration will tell me if I'm out of the strike zone. I couldn't do that with the PlayStation 3 first gen controllers, so they ruined gameplay. And I'm like, yo, Sony, like, what the hell? And then also Xbox had achievements, and the games were $60, but we didn't have anything like that, and we still paying $60, so we would get less, less feature, and that's where the trophies comes up. So there was a whole bunch of shit. So there's nothing wrong with telling a company, hey, this is what's wrong with the product, and whatever, right? The problem is when Microsoft does good, those with the voices, they will say this is all the console needs. You understand what I'm saying? If you notice over the last year or two, they were talking about vapor cooling and Dolby Atmos and emoji support. Think of all the things it has: 4K monster, uncompromised 4K, free sync, vapor cooling, emoji support, HDR, 4K Blu-ray player, elite controller, right? Vapor cooling, right? What else? Uh, they would name all these things, but the one thing they wouldn't name is exclusive gaming content, AAA content, because Microsoft wasn't doing it, right? And because Microsoft wasn't doing it, they didn't want to like voice that opinion or whatever. Now they are, because Microsoft's now announcing big studio announcements. But the problem is, and it's not a problem, it's just that that's not really helpful to Xbox One. It's the future of Xbox. It's the Xbox Scarlet. Maybe it might be force compatible and playable on Xbox One. You see what I'm saying? But then they will bring up some of the crazy. Like I said, I mentioned this on Craig's Harris thing. The craziest narrative I saw in the beginning of the gen 2013, 2014 was Sony's too broke to make exclusives because they're selling buildings and getting rid of their PC division. And I'm like, that has nothing to do with the other. Like, yes, the PC division is a disaster. They weren't selling Vio computers. That is why Kazurai was getting rid of it. It was wasting money. So get rid of it. He was trying to make the company stronger by cutting out the stuff that's useless. But what he was doing for the PS4, that was just separate. So there was just a lot of fake news and fake narratives and all this stuff. And that's ultimately what led me to hook up with Zaire, go on his Xbox versus Pony debate podcast, and then the fast forward, right? So good point, Warrior. And I would say on both sides of the house, I'd say on every platform you have guys like that. But I think on Xbox, you have some huge voices. Like PlayStation, we don't really like the huge voices we have on PlayStation is like Robin Gaming. He's a big PlayStation guy, right? Huge. And I think even PlayStation sent them a thank you, 500 million anniversary of 500 million console. So he does have the voice and eyes and ears of PlayStation, but he doesn't do like crumb side news or anything like that. He just talks about games. I think the biggest thing that blew up for him was the whole Naughty Dog agenda and, whatever. I guess gaming is trying to make everybody into a lesbian. Whatever. All right? That's about it. But, he's not like the Colts, the dealers, the crack gamers. That's not him. He doesn't do that. But he's probably one of the biggest voice and advocates of PlayStation, It's just weird. This gen is unique in terms of console war and stuff like that. Very unique. But anyway, 287 viewers. I think it's time to talk about JayTech. What do y'all think? We're gonna go straight to JayTech. I got how many like buttons? Because I think it's time for the main event, right? That's what y'all have been waiting for. I think it's time to do it. So we'll talk about JTech, right? That's what y'all waiting for. All right. So JTech, I'm not gonna show his video because normally I would share my screen and then I'll show the video of what he did. I'm not doing that because then he'll probably flag my channel for stealing content and products on my content and he's trying to ride, he's trying to, man, shut up. So, so I'm just gonna talk about whatever, okay? He got upset because I called him the crap gamer of PlayStation, which he pretty much is. He creates lies, he creates narratives, and he doesn't listen to people's opinions and he blocks them. That's pretty much it, all right? So he made a video a couple of days ago, Puertorock versus JTech 77. He's offering, oh, I'm willing to discuss, I'm willing to debate. Yeah, we're going to talk about that in a few minutes, all right? He didn't like I called him crack gamer. And then he started talking weird shit, all right? This is the weird stuff. He's trying to say that I'm jealous of him, that I'm cloud chasing. And he put all these pieces of information to paint the picture about me cloud chasing, right? So, and then he's trying to compare how long he's been doing YouTube with how long I've been doing YouTube, which I don't see the point because that shit don't matter. I don't care how long you've been doing YouTube, but we're going to talk about that. So, we're going to start with the cloud chasing. So, he's saying I'm cloud chasing because my first video was right before E3 2016 with Sony, and that was the E3 where Spider-Man show got a war, whatever. So, based off that, I'm cloud chasing off of the success of PlayStation. Right? This dude, and this is what he does. Okay, and I'm going to show you where the rift began, but let me address this, especially for those that follow JTech and you're listening now. Whether you're listening live or you're eventually listening recorded, Uncle Bumpy was good. All right, Shabaka was good. Um, Hit the like button. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. So, how I started a YouTube channel, I created a new account in 2015. All right. And the reason I created a new account in 2015, because it was a part of overall plan with a group of my friends. We were going to do a channel called All Access Gaming Entertainment. If you notice on my YouTube channel, it's Puertorock.aage. That's all one name. The AAGE is All Access Gaming and Gaming Entertainment, right? So me and three other of my friends, it was led by my brother-in-law. He was gonna head honcho it. We were gonna get together. We had the website. I think that website still exists, which is All Access Gaming Entertainment. We didn't put up any content. It hasn't been nothing's been done for 2 years at least. Carlos Fernandez was good. He says the dude is a hamburger of the connoisseur type. And yes, that lame duck is the alternate of Crap Gamer Sony stock. Exactly. And the tweet I made was I called them crap Sony's crap gamer, and I don't mess with people that far extreme, I like Carlos, Ryan the Professional, King Thrash. King Thrash makes it fun, but JTech's on a new level. But anyway, so 2015 was all about this channel that was supposed to be All Access Gaming Entertainment. Didn't pan out. Long story short, didn't pan out. All right. So I had this channel and I just kept it because I had my name Puertorock 77 instead of going back to my old one, which I don't even remember what the name was. I just kept that one, right? Started engaging in Twitter, gaming conversations and stuff like that. Whatever. Was following Zaire for a while, because his channel was just entertaining, and I knew he was an Xbox fanboy, but you just can't help but laugh at the shit he does. The shit is funny. His channel is entertaining. He knows how to bring entertainment. The shit is funny. He's a funny dude. He started a podcast called Xbot versus Pony Podcast, which is live debates between Xbox and ponies, right? PlayStation fans, whatever. At the fanboy level. You pick a side, you rep it, do what you got to do. Oh no, Puertorock, you killed Zobi 70. Now you're about to kill another pony legend. They're about to get this work. You understand what I'm saying? Black on black crime. But anyway, so he started this podcast, and I'm watching his entertaining. But Pony Nation was getting waxed. They weren't looking good, bro. And I was like, and I guess a lot of them came from the Bang Bang group, so it was Bang Bang Next Gen Gamers group. And I was like, man, this is bad. And the reason why they were losing was because the Xbox dudes, they have 4 years of practice spreading their bullshit narratives and lies, and they were good at it. They were good at it. They were so good at it that it felt believable. The PlayStation guys, they countered it, but they didn't know how to, or they tried to counter it, but they didn't know how, and then they tried to do their own little spin. You can't use the Xbox tactic because it's their tactic and they're good at it. So if you try to use it, it's just going to fail. And then another thing, PlayStation fans that was on there, they would try to defend everything. Like nothing PlayStation was doing was wrong. You can't do that. You have to know when to concede and when to be like, nah, that's bullshit, right? They weren't doing that. And it would just kept going and going week after week. PlayStation dudes were getting slaughtered. It was like 5-0 in favor of Xbox. The final straw for me was JayTechTV versus Rambo. If you remember Rambo, I haven't heard from him in a long time. I hope he's okay, whatever. JayTechTV won the debate. And at the end of the debate, Charlie Rambo was like, well, I'm really a PC guy, but I have a PlayStation. And I'm like, oh my God. Like now it's got to the point where we don't even have full-blown PlayStation dudes doing this debate. So I DM'd Zaire. I'm like, yo, that's BS that you got a PC dude repping PlayStation. So Zaire DM'd me back. Or not even, it wasn't a DM, it was a tweet. It was a tweet. I didn't DM him because we weren't friends. We weren't following. He wasn't following me. So it was a tweet to him. He tweeted me back. He's like, then you step up and do something then. I was like, all right, no doubt. He friended me or followed me so he could give me a DM. Following week, he set up a match between myself and JayTechTV. And if you haven't seen it, I bodied JayTechTV, but he's a good dude, I haven't talked to him in a while either. I hope he's all right. But go to Zaire's channel, you'll see the podcast. You'll see Puertorock 77 versus JayTechTV, right? And then after that, a couple of more, since I was the reigning champ, debated other people, went on the Zaire created a multiplayer podcast, debated 2, 3 Xbox, 4 Xbox at the same time, killing them. I was the bot slayer. After that, Xbox versus Pony was no more because Zaire wasn't getting any more volunteers. If I was the one doing that they had a debate, they weren't trying to hear it. It was a wrap. So that ended that, right? Because I was messing with Zaire, going on his shows, whatever. He was pushing me to start doing videos on my own channel. You know what I'm saying? And I told him I didn't have a mic. The camera I got is not too good. He's like, I don't give a shit if you do it on the phone. He's the one that told me use the PlayStation 4 earpiece. Just fucking do something. So if you notice if you go back, you're on my channel, go back to the very first videos. I was using the PlayStation 4 earpiece. That's what I was known for. And be like, you broke bastard, get a mic or whatever. In fact, my first mic was my brother-in-law. He got me hooked up. Then my wife bought me this. I also have the snowball. Anyway. So I started doing videos because Zaire provided encouragement. Yo, he's a good dude. You know what I'm saying? Zaire's a real dude. You know what I'm saying? I was a PlayStation dude embarrassing the shit out of his fucking dudes he was bringing on the podcast. Hell, I shut down his podcast simply because nobody wanted to debate me. But he didn't get pissed off. He was encouraging me. Hell, sometimes he would be like the only comments on my videos. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, granted, he would say, this is a dog shit video. You know what I'm saying? But he would like it and stuff like that. And he would spread it on his Twitter, and like with nothing, bro. I'm doing podcasts by myself, kind of like now, but now it's different. Back then, I looked like a loser. Now, everybody calls me, the preacher. It's just weird how shit is. But he encouraged me. He encouraged me to do a video before E3 2016. He's like, hey, you got to do a video before E3 2016. It's a big event. It's going to gain traction. You have to put out content for traction. So I did it. So this whole thing about getting clout because of PlayStation E3, no, it was actually Zaire providing encouragement. Another person that helped encourage me also was my brother-in-law. Even though we weren't able to do the all-access gaming entertainment thing, he did pushed me to do YouTube videos. Because we always talked about gaming. We were living in the same house, whatever, and we always talk about gaming knowledge. He's like, man, you know so much. You got to push this shit out there on YouTube. So them two were the ones that pushed me for my videos and stuff like that. It had nothing to do with Sony E3. It was just the timing of everything, right? So there was no cloud chasing behind E3. If you guys look at my first couple of videos and my first stream, in fact, my first live stream with a guest was actually an Xbox gamer, Windy City Gaming. He's primary now. He has PlayStation. He loves PlayStation, but I'm sure he still plays Xbox. He's an Xbox gamer. Whatever. But before he didn't have a PlayStation. He was just straight up hardcore Xbox. At one point, we were thinking of doing a podcast together because he's a Puerto Rican from Chicago. I'm a Puerto Rican from New York. We were thinking of names like the Bodega. We would, but things didn't work out. Whatever. A lot of ideas, a lot of work out. But he was actually my first guest. Windy City Gaming. He was Xbox, and I had other guests that were Xbox oriented. There was a lot of Xbox people that was coming down. I had Xbox 448 on one of my podcasts at one time. I had Kid Smooth. I have Fame Entertainment 2K, but he's more neutral. Favors Xbox, but he's more general throughout the gaming. Whatever. Who else I had? I had a lot of Xbox. Van Outdoor, obviously. Great time. Had him a couple of times. I even had Live Wires that nutcase on a one-on-one on my show. You understand what I'm saying? So it was clearly not PlayStation cloud chasing and stuff. I had my brother-in-law, and we were talking about phone gaming. He was like my second stream, whatever. All right. No, I never had Black Bond. I think I had Ryan on my show. I had Luca all day. Well, my 60 Frames No Like podcast. Carlos, thank you for the super chat. He says, one branded fanboys are the lamest dudes in gaming, period. Capi cool, coñazo, gamer by choice, not by trend. I love that phrase. I love that gentleman. Gentleman gamer, what's going on, all right? Why can't you work with JayTech since you are both PlayStation fans? I'm going to get to that. But let me build the stupid narratives. Let me kill the narratives. And then I'll tell you the backstory. And I'm going to explain why. All right? So it was no cloud chasing, all right? He made it seem like I just got onto YouTube. I said I already had an account before. Listen, as I said on Everybody's Here, almost 300 viewers, all right? I was on YouTube 2 days, and even I was on YouTube before then, but I was around and saw the video when Chad Warden uploaded his fucking clickbait video on how PS3 is better than the Wii. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Like PS4 is slick. Look at my hair. It's black, just like the PS3. It's like, you remember Chad Warden? I saw that video when he uploaded his channel. Like, it wasn't something like 3 years later and then people are looking at Chad Warden. No, I saw the video when he uploaded. It was like within 48 hours. And I saw the responses live. Armake 21, White Knight 666, all the people. You understand what I'm saying? You're toxic for hating on JayTech. You stand by, Mustiman. You're going to know the truth. You're going to get this truth about me. So I was there on YouTube. I remember watching Solid Rev when he used to do skits. And he had girls come over his house. And then when they saw him with the Xbox 360, they used to be like, ugh. And they used to leave. Funny skits. I saw General MLD, We Lover, Nintendo, Shokio, Zephyrnix, El Presador versus General MLD. Him used to talk about Killzone versus Gears. I saw all that shit. Saw Black Bond when he coined the term drone and making fun of PlayStation 3 fanboys. Because, the fanboys, PlayStation 3 fanboys was ridiculous on that shit. So he used the term drones. So all of that. Saw JayTech when he was Pyro 2000. All right? So I saw the crumb side. And I've been looking into the industry, both crumb side, fanboyism, and the actual factual knowledge long before that. Like I said, I started doing this with PS1 and 64, writing articles in magazines, right? So I've been doing this for a while, okay? So it's not new to that, I'm not new to this or whatever. No cloud chasing. So cut that narrative. Yes, JayTech's been doing this for 2011. I did it since 2016. But let me ask you this, and for you JayTech fans, all right? Where the fuck was he when the Xbox was running all these narratives and bullshit lies? Where the fuck was he when PlayStation fans were getting slaughtered on the Xbox versus Pony podcast? When I was on the multiplayer podcast, which was supposedly designed to have multiple gamers, PC gamers, Xbox gamers, PlayStation gamers, whatever, various tapes, it ended up being like 6 Xbox guys and me. And it was just 6 Xbox guys trying to jump on me on Xbox. And I'm out there fucking by myself like Hercules, fucking them up with facts. Where the fuck was he? He could have jumped on any time. And he saw it. He could have jumped at any time. He didn't. You know, he was hiding. He was blocking people. He was not trying to get involved with anybody with dissenting opinion. You understand what I'm saying? He let narratives linger for years and all this shit, and he did nothing. You know? So I go out there, do the multiplayer podcast. I'm debating. I debate anybody, taking out anybody, right? Fuck, even last year, right? Last year, for those of you who remember, the great battle of November. You know, remember November, right? Xbox One versus PS4 for the Battle MPD. I fucking made a bet with 2 people. $60 was that year, $20 with D-Bats, to which the motherfucker still ain't give me my $20. Titanfall Princess. What's going on, girl? You understand what I'm saying? Thank you so much for showing up. I appreciate the support, girl. And, you know, this is good. Yo, now, I'll be honest, I'm scared to play Street Fighter with Titanfall, man, because her skills, like, holy shit. Like, I just deinstalled that game. I'm like, holy shit. Her skills just fucking elevated. I'm thinking, man, this girl's going to go pro. But anyway, so I'm out there. $60 bet was that year. $20 bet with D-Batch. And this motherfucker's not in the gym with me. But now, let's squash whatever and all this shit. Well, let me tell you the story behind me and motherfucking JayTech. I'm going to tell you the whole shit. The truth. And nothing but the truth. So help me, Kratos. Carlos Fernandez. My man says JayTech TV, a young buck in the gaming scene. Dude never played in the 8-bit or 16-bit era. Oh, man, this chat is live now. Everybody's talking. He was probably in his daddy's nutsack while he was gaming. Fuck out of here. Facts, right? Let me tell you the whole story shit. So the early years, you know, 2015, 2016, when I started my channel, I followed JayTech. Me and JayTech follow each other on Twitter. You know, I was following all the PlayStation guys, following all the Xbox guys, you know, gaming guys, Nintendo guys. I was putting my name out there to it or whatever. Okay? We were talking PlayStation, whatever. I can't remember the tweet it was, but he made a tweet, something about PlayStation versus multiplat, something to that effect, and I disagreed with it. You know what I'm saying? And I brought up information, stuff like that. He blocked me because I disagreed with what he was trying to push. And I'm like, okay. Wasn't the first time I got blocked. I got blocked by other people. I got blocked by Crap and Mooch because I told them Xbox was not going to win November 2015 MPD. Got blocked over that. What ended up happening? They didn't win MPD. Anyway, so I was used to the blocking. This is the thing I wasn't used to, though. Right? So for everybody that's you know, JayTech fan or whatever, I'm not saying don't be his fan, you know, whatever. If you enjoy his content, that's all that matters. All right. But you're gonna know the truth. All right. So JayTech blocked me. So that's it. Contact. But I'm like, okay, whatever. But what that motherfucker used to do was whatever post I used to post on the Crumb Side or Talk, whatever, he would unblock me, respond with some shit, right? Then when I answered back, he will block me, which would remove his comment, and I end up looking like I'm talking to a dude by my, you know, talking to myself and shit. Or like I'm trying to fucking talk shit behind JayTech's back. You understand? So think about this. So he blocked me, right? I make a tweet, whatever. He unblocks me, says some bullshit. So I come back to counter. He blocks me again, so his comment disappears, right? And I look like I'm talking to a person with a block account, and people coming at me like whatchamacallit? I'm saying it made it look like I'm still talking shit about JayTech behind the block. And then people will come at me, yo, why are you chasing JayTech? He blocked you. Get off his nuts. Stop clout chasing. And I'm like, and this was the time I didn't have a big channel. So I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, Yo, I'm like, that shit was weird because people were painting a picture. I'm like, yo, but he just said something to me. JayTech TV view chasing for his dry ass content. Facts. Facts. Can't say any better. So I'm looking like an asshole making comments to a guy that blocked me, right? Now, let me say something. I have two main reasons to block a person. Reason number one, they get into racism, talk about kids, personal attacks, harassment, shit like that. I don't play with that. You know what I'm saying? Is we're just talking about games. We're just talking about plastic. We're making fun of plastic. We're making fun of companies. It's not necessary to dox, do all this weird shit. So I block you for that. Ryan the Professional, thank you so much for supporting the channel. All right. Hit the like button. We got over 300 viewers. Hit the like button. Right. JayTech low key creeping with followers. Weirdo. Another fact. All right. So, number one, you heard my number one reason for blocking: racism, harassment, making fun of females, making fun of, derogatory words, all that shit. Unnecessary. Make fun of plastic, make fun of corporations. Don't make fun of people. Don't make fun of Stanley's death. Don't do that weird shit, right? Leave that shit alone, right? The second reason I have, the second rule, is because of JayTech. And my second rule is, if you block me, I'm blocking you right back. If you don't want no communication with me, it's not going to be communication when you feel like it. If you block me, then I'm just going to block you, and then that's it. I'm going to make sure we don't communicate on Twitter, all right? It's because of him. Because he will unblock me, do his bullshit. I will reply back, then he blocked me, and his comments are gone. And now I look like an asshole. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I'm not dealing with that. So then I blocked him. You understand what I'm saying? That's it. And then you see more and more when you peek and when you peel the onion, he doesn't like dissenting opinions. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff, he says some truth, just like anybody, but then he says some lies. And some people who listen to him and heard the truth, then you start to believe everything he says. You understand what I'm saying? So in terms of blocking people, not hearing dissenting opinions and all that stuff, I wasn't fucking with him. Now, again, my channel wasn't, I'm not going to say my channel was big, but it was only 100 subscribers. So to him at that time, no love lost, whatever. He ignored me, whatever, says bullshit. The Savage Global, $5 super chat. JayTech will block anybody who associate with you and others. I'm blocked on 3 of his Twitter accounts. Also, I was called a crumb-sized spy. That's just how he is. If you have an experience, if you go ahead and argue with JayTech and see how fast he'll block you, whatever. But I don't care about that. All right. Fast forward. My Scalebound thing blew my channel up. A lot more people listening to me. Fast forward even more. Over 1,000 subscribers, whatever. Then I started appearing on Weapon Wheel podcast just as a guest, whatever. Right? BG one day comes to me and be like, yo, I know we both know how, JayTech be, but he asked me to ask you if you can't block him so that way we could connect. And I told BG, nah, I'm not fucking with that dude. Because that shit is weird. Listen, I will go crumb side in terms of we'll battle, we'll debate, we'll talk shit. I have no problem with that. But that weird shit of unblocking, blocking, and then all of a sudden, and maybe it was coincidence, but I have a feeling he had his cronies pull that shit. And I'm like, man, this is some weird shit when all we're doing is debating and talking about gaming and stuff like that. I'm like, nah, I'm not feeling that. And I told VG, I'm not feeling that dude. He's just weird. So I'm leaving him alone. Now, fast forward to this past week or whatever. I have to look at my Twitter, but someone asked me something about following PlayStation or, co-following whatever. And I mentioned, JayTech TV is like the crap gamer of PlayStation. I don't follow that dude because he's too far right for me. I don't fuck with him, whatever. Now, recently, JayTech made a video about that. And now he's like, oh, we'll have a debate. We could talk, whatever. Like, bro, we ain't doing that now. You know what I'm saying? We're not doing that. I don't fuck with you. You do what you want on your channel. You spread whatever lies you want. Do all that weird shit. You know what I'm saying? Make up whatever scenario of cloud chasing. You've been around since 2011. I don't give a shit. Because the way I see it, if you look at most of the community, if anybody wanted a PlayStation rep to go against crap, dealer, whatever, in a debate, you best believe most people will be like, hey, Puertorock got to do it. You weren't around in 2016, whatever, when at the height of all that bullshit, Xbox was running around with freaking the narratives and shit. You weren't there. I was there. You see what I'm saying? So just is how it is. All right. At the end of the day, I don't really care about JayTech's content. I don't use his content. I don't talk about his content. I don't try to put it on my videos or anything like that. I don't do none of that. You know what I'm saying? He does what he wants to do for PlayStation. I handle and do what I want to do for PlayStation on my own terms. Carlos Fernandez, thank you for the $5 super chat. Musty man, take your musty non-truth telling bum juice to JayTech channel. My bro P Rock, the truth to this game. Oh shit! So I don't know what Musty man's saying because I didn't see it, but the truth is this: I don't care about JayTech's content. I don't care. My opinion still stands. I think he's the crap gamer of PlayStation side. The only difference is crap gamer does it better. All right, JayTech sucks at it. All right, that's just the reality. Let him do what he wants to do. I don't follow his Twitter. I'm not unblocking him. He's gonna stay blocked. I don't care who he tells. He's gonna do what he wants. I don't care about his content. He's not the PlayStation dude I'm associated with. It's just whatever it is. Mooch is worse than JayTech. Maybe so. I don't really care. You don't see me hanging out with Mooch or whatever. I have Mooch blocked. I have Crap Gamer blocked. I don't deal with those guys. I chill with Zaire. Zaire's bugging out, but he entertains. And when he needs to keep it real, he'll keep it real. But a lot of time it's all entertainment. Again, Zaire encouraged me, despite my preference being PlayStation, to run a YouTube channel and to do all this stuff. All right? That's just how it is. With JayTech TV, he's feeling some type of way. I don't know what it is. Maybe he doesn't like the fact that my channel grew. In just 2 years, I have over 4,000 amazing subscribers. And I have to thank you guys for that, because you guys support the channel. You rock out with me. Look at that. We have over 300 viewers and stuff like that. You guys do that. You know what I'm saying? So, my part in this is just on the real, just when it's time to preach the truth, which is all the time, really don't preach bullshit. Don't preach false narratives. Sure, I go on Twitter and antagonize Xbox dudes. I come out with, trolls and bullshit and stuff like that. But you're not going to see me make up lies. You're not going to see me, you never saw me make a video saying, Windows Phone fell, so Xbox sucks. Have you ever seen me make a video associating the failure of Windows 10 phones with Xbox? Never associated. One has nothing to do with the other. So I never try to do weird shit like that. I keep it real. I bring out the numbers. I explain the numbers. I break out scenarios based on history, how things went. That's how I was able to predict November MPD last year. It's because I seen that scenario before. I seen a scenario where expensive, powerful console was released and the weaker, more popular console thrashed it. I saw this shit already. And I even explained to the people. I remember I explained it to BG because he made a video, Xbox will win November MPD because new hardware always win. So I made a reply video and I explained it to him. It was cool, respectful. It wasn't beef or anything. But I explained it to people so many times and nobody was listening. Hell, some members of my own podcast, Craig Harris, wasn't listening. He didn't believe me. He's like, it's new hardware. It's got to win. I'm like, bro, it's $500. And PS4 is the most popular console in the world. Ryan, the professional. I buried that fool when I was at 80 subs. Haven't looked back since. May he rest in peace. He may rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? The way, hey, kid. Keep rocking. I'm pretty excited for the next generation consoles. Time to win more bets. Ain't motherfuckers winning bets with me. And I ain't betting these Xbox dudes. After that whole D-Batch debacle, motherfucker try to give me dollar codes to Assassin's Creed Unity. You know what? Let me tell you the story. I'm going to tell you that fucking story so we could get out of there. All right? Go to Morgana's Days channel. He has the 40-minute video pretty much documenting the Battle of November. So great video. You'll see everything. You'll see the shit I went through in this motherfucker. All right? Especially with D-Badge and stuff, okay? Great video, Morgana Days. Check it out. All right. I'll even link it here to make it easier. But go check it out. Okay. So D coming at me twice. He came at me twice. One podcast, he came at me. So he could bet me, because it's 4K6. He's talking all this techno mumbo jumbo shit. And I'm explaining to him, like, It's a $500 console, and the most popular console in the world is going to be $200. You understand what I'm saying? You're not going to beat that. And I explained to him, we've seen this scenario before. The PlayStation 2 won November MPD against the Xbox 360. And that was a brand new console pushing HD for the first time. PlayStation 2 still won. The following year, PlayStation 2 won again. And that was the year the Wii and the PS3 launched. Again, another new HD console and a new console with new play control. And 360, its second year with Gears of War. Gears of War sold 1 million units. So it had a killer app. PlayStation 2 still won MPD. It was like $150 and had an incredible library of games. And it was still the preferred platform that everybody was playing. And I'm explaining to this shit. Like, it's all about November. People don't wait till November to buy consoles at full price. They want cheap price consoles. That's what makes November so big, the Black Friday deals. Nobody listened. November comes, well, really December, when the results come in, PlayStation's number one, right? So Zaire, he pays the bet. He gave me $60 in PlayStation money, and I bought my game on PlayStation Network, right? D went dark for the winter. Got in touch with him in January for the $20. I figure, it's $20. He has kids' responsibility. Hey, cool. He's like, yeah, I'll get you. You know what I'm saying? Visiting his daughter and all that stuff. I'm not going to put his business out there. Cool. I'm a family man. I'm like, hey, do it when you do it. He did not get back in touch with me till April timeframe. And that was because at that time, we were talking, and Zaire just brought it up. Yo, Z gave you, D gave you $20. I'm like, no, he didn't give it to me. He's like, what? It's motherfucking April. Oh, hell nah. So he did a multiplayer podcast thrashing D for not paying his debt. My man Nick, you deserve my first ever chat donation. Shit. I'm honored, bro. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying these stories. So D, we did a multiplayer podcast. Yo, that podcast it wasn't even about gaming. It was about how the fuck D didn't pay $20 when he's known for his presence and he drives Audis and he got stocks in fucking AMD. So everybody's like, yo, this motherfucker getting $20, whatever. He got ragged, whatever. Like a week later, he sends me a DM, right? Right out the bat. He says, hey, Puertorock, here you go. I got an Xbox Live code for Assassin's Creed Unity, debt paid. That was the tweet. I mean, that was the DM. His DM was, he listed the Xbox code, Assassin's Creed Unity, that paid. And I'm like, whoa. Hold on, Kimosabi. Nah, we're not doing this. What the fuck is this? One, I don't want to play fucking Assassin's Creed Unity. It's 2017. That shit came out like 4 years ago and it's broken. I don't want to play that shit. Two, he sent that on Xbox. The bet was $20. What the fuck are we doing? Right? So I'm talking to Zaire, and I'm like, yo, look at what this motherfucker's doing. He's trying to give me Assassin's Creed Unity code and shit like that. And Z's like, wait, what? He's like, he's trying to give you Assassin's Creed Unity code? I'm like, yeah. He's like, bro, that shit's on CD share keys right now for $1. So I go on the website. You can get Assassin's Creed Unity on CD care sheets for $1. Now, some people could say it's a coincidence. Fuck that. That motherfucker went on CD carry keys, bought that game for $1 and tried to give it to me. He tried to pay a $20 bet with a $1 code. Mr. I got stocks in AMD. Mr. I drive an Audi. Mr. I go through shows and people recognize my presence. What the fuck, bro? My man said stop cursing. I'm sorry. You're right. It could be impressionable. There could be people watching this, kids and stuff like that. So I apologize for that. But what the hell, bro? You know what I'm saying? Yo, it's wild. So we go back on the multiplayer podcast. Z roasting them now. The whole podcast. You giving Puertorock $1 Unity codes? He's like, no. You have to understand, Z. I did not know. that it was a dollar Unity code. Okay, I'll take care of it. I'll take care of this, right? Carlos Fernandez, D Crackdown, got it way back, Horizon Zero None hairline, fam, them lying eyes. Are you gonna believe me? Your lying eyes. Yo, so he got roasted again. So what does D do again? Like 2-3 weeks later, he sends me a DM with Game Pass 14-day codes and like 3 day codes of Xbox Live. So back with the codes. This guy simply would just not say, yo, Puertorock, how you want your $20? PayPal, Xbox Live, or PSN? I would have told him, send me a $20 PSN code. He simply will not do that. He keeps sending me codes to Xbox. I don't want no 14-day Game Pass. And this was like May 2017. So what I'm going to do? Play Sea of Thieves? Oh. So I was like, you know what? D, forget it. Forget it. Debt paid. Forget it. I don't care. I'm just going to make fun of you. Whatever. And stuff like that. I didn't even use the codes. I just left it in DM. All right. I just left it in DM. Whatever. It came back up on the multiplayer podcast. Z started roasting them again. Whatever. And stuff like that. So D said something. I don't know what it was, but D said something that pissed me off. Whatever. It had something to do with the bet. It had something to do with the codes, whatever. And I just say, you know what I think of your codes? This is what the F I think about your codes. I never used it. So I screenshotted the DM message and I posted it on Twitter. And I'd be like, hey, enjoy. Everybody have at it. So I don't know who copied the codes now, but they copied it, got 14 days of Game Pass, Xbox Live, and they replied back, yo, thank you. And these like, those stupid Puertorock, something like that. That I should have never done that. I'm like, and I told them, that's how much I care little about your damn codes. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, the bet was $20. And here's the crazy part, all right? I didn't want to bet him. The bet I had was just with Z, and that bet was like a year in the making. We made that bet back in 2016 when it was just Project Scorpio. And Z was like, yo, if they launch Project Scorpio in November, it's going to win NPD. I'm like, hell no, it's not going to win no NPD. And this was November 2016 we were talking about this. And he's like, I'll bet you a AAA game that is going to win. I'm like, I'll take that bet. And we were with that bet since 2016, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. August window, September window, October window, whenever is when D started coming in. Talking about, oh, look at the 4K games. And are you kidding me? It's not looking good, man. I'm like, this dude is bugging. He's like, you're delusional. So the first time we arguing, and I'm like, D, I'm not betting you. I bet with Z. That's it. He's like, come on. It's a free $20. Oh, you're not confident. I'm like, not confident. I bet 60 with Z. Like, what are you talking about? Oh, whatever. End of the podcast. Like a week later, 2 weeks later, him and his bullshit again. Then he's like, Puertorock, you're delusional. You just don't know what you're talking about. And I'm like, you know what? Coming from the guy who was hyping Switch to be 4K 30 and was wrong about Ryzen and Vega, you have some cojones trying to tell me that I'm wrong and I don't know what I'm talking about. So you know what, Z? Fine. I mean, you know what, D? Fine. I'll take the bet. $20. PlayStation family versus Xbox family. Winner for November. You want it? I'm not like, you want to give me your money? Fine. I'll take your money. If that's what you want, fine. And that's what made me take the bet. And that's it. And the story goes. He took a huge L, and this was November, December, and he never paid the debt. He tried to find some sneaky way. And the truth is, the reason why he's giving me these codes, because like I said, he's into Xbox. He does his little channel. So I'm pretty sure he has connections where he gets free codes. So all he's doing is handing me free codes in one form or another. I mean, at a minimum, he could have gave me a $20 Xbox Live code. At a minimum, he could have just said, "Hey, here you go, Puertorock, $20 Xbox Live code." See, Z, he did it right. After Z lost, he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna get some money, whatever, on this day, and then we'll talk." The day came, he hit me up, and he's like, "Yo, how you want your money? PayPal, Xbox?" PlayStation. I said, hey, hook me up with PlayStation money. And he sent me two codes, like or three codes, that totaled $60. Easy. He paid his bet. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And that's how that story goes. So stuff is wild. And through all that, where the hell was JayTech? Nah, I'm just kidding. Whatever. But at the end of the day, I hope you enjoyed this little history and whatever. Hell, I might do this, because I got some stories to tell. But other than that, for those JayTech supporter, listen. I think he's a crap gamer. You may not agree with me. That's fine. I still think he's a crap gamer of PlayStation Nation. I think he's the one that creates a lot of bullshit narratives. But if you support his channel, do that. Support his channel. If you enjoy his content, that's all that matters. Enjoy his content. I'm not telling you have to pick a side. I'm not out here. If I see you repping JayTech, I'm blocking you. I'm not doing that. You like JayTech, do what you got to do. You understand what I'm saying? I do what I do on my channel. I rep PlayStation the way I want to rep PlayStation. I'm out here passing the right knowledge and stuff like that. That's what I do. All right? I do it the way I want to do it. Let him do it the way he wants to do it. No, I'm not unblocking him. I'm not. He's just too weird for me. His mindset is not there for me. I'm not messing with the dude. Let him do what he wants to do. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. I'm not rocking with him. I'm not gonna be on his podcast. I'm not gonna accept his PSN friend request. I'm just not doing it. Because the dude might have multiple personalities. You know what I'm saying? One day he's like, oh, cool with Puertorock. The next day he blocks me and then he goes back to doing his weird stuff. I'm not with it. Again, but this has nothing to do with the chat or you guys. If you guys are here supporting JayTech, support him. Do his channel. At the end of the day, it's all entertainment. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. All right? My man, BioBoost. $50 super chat. Damn. Thank you so much for the support. That's facts. You know what I'm saying? Listen, you guys know I will debate anybody. You know what I'm saying? But I will debate people who just keep it gaming. Even if you lie about gaming, fine, whatever. You're not doing no weird stuff where you're harassing people, you're attacking people, or you're doing this weird stuff. I will get on the channel. Hell, I debated 108 Dragons, crushed him too. And he blocked me. Oh my God. It's just, I destroyed Zobi, my man Lionel B. He even mentioned it. Zobi, got that dude. Caught him. And it wasn't even a debate. It was a podcast, gamer versus gaming or something like that. And Z was doing a podcast on Saturdays with Zobi. And it was like the third episode of it or fourth episode. He had me as a guest. And, bodied him. That dude did a live stream on his PlayStation. And I was on my way to New York. And it was like a 4-hour live stream he did, right? And Z hits me up. Another story. So this one. So I caught this dude. Because Zobi, PlayStation fan. He plays PlayStation. But I think he likes PlayStation the way it was on PS1. And maybe even a little bit PS2. He doesn't like the PS3 and PS4, so he just rags on it because he wants the PlayStation 1 type thing. But what he doesn't understand, the industry changed. The biggest developers aren't, back then during the PS1, the biggest developers of the time were the Japanese developer. They owned the market. But PlayStation 2 was the rise. PC had it, Western support, but on console, PlayStation 2 was the rise of the Western support. Grand Theft Auto, 3D version, stuff like that. So they were coming into their own. So Zobi will come out with all this stuff on the podcast, talking about, PlayStation sucks because, I can't get my Legend of Dragoon sequel. And I'm like, listen, I love Legend of Dragoon. If, back at home, North Carolina, believe it or not, I still have my case of PlayStation 1 disc. It's the only collection I have. It's not really a collection. It was just something, I just never threw it away, right? So I love Legend of Dragoon, right? But it didn't sell. And I was trying to explain to him. Notice, we're on the PlayStation 4, right? And you're asking for a sequel, which means PlayStation 3 didn't have a sequel, which means PlayStation 2 didn't have a sequel, which means they didn't even make a sequel for the same platform it started on, the PlayStation 1. It just didn't sell. So Sony's not going to invest in a sequel. I would love for that game to come out. I would love for them to do a remake of that game. Ryan Professional, them lying eyes, you know, everything's good in moderation. Yo, these crazy, right? So anyway, but we had a whole bunch of arguments. Didn't turn out too well, right? So the next day, I'm on my way to New York, driving on a 10-hour drive with my daughter. Z sends me a text, right? He's like, "Hey, yo, Puertorock, you got to see Zobi's live stream." Carlos Fernandez, be a gamer, not a pretender. Them lying eyes say everything. Simplify me, hermano. Thank you very much, Carlos Fernandez. That's what's up, man. Thank you for the support, brother. So I'm driving on 95. He's like, you gotta hear this, bro. This he says, yo, Zobi went wild. So go on Zobi's YouTube channel, driving. I plug it in. My daughter, she had like, her iPods on, her earbuds on. So I'm listening to the podcast, to the stream, his PlayStation stream. He was streaming Bloodborne. And my man was like, they set me up. Z set me up. Yo, I swear to God, I'm not lying to you. Oh my God. If I can find a video, I'll link it to you. But go to Zobi's channel. Yo, it's like 4 hours. He was streaming Bloodborne. And he's like, I'm done with YouTube. And I'm not going to the podcast. Fucking Z set me up in his cronies. The podcast was stupid anyway. They will say something, and then he has his cheerleaders going, hee. Yo, it was funny, right? And then he's like, and then they had that Puerto Rico, whatever the hell his name is. He's doing this, whatever. So, yo, he's complaining and all this stuff, saying that he got set up. We're making fun of him, all this stuff. My daughter was listening to it on the background. And then she comes and looks at me. She's like, Dad, like, Pops, are you bullying this guy? And I'm like, what? Like, what are you talking about? Like, listen to him. He's been at this for 2 hours. The man is hurting. I was like, Manda, he's just entertaining. He's like, I don't think he's entertaining. I think he's really hurt. Like, are you bullying people? I'm like, oh my God. Now this Zobi dude got my daughter thinking I'm bullying people. I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. Yo, this is wild, dog. I explained to Manda and I told her everything and then she calmed down. But yo, my daughter was about to be upset. She thinking out here that I'm, bullying people and stuff. Like I'm an internet bully. I'm like, man, yo, this is wild, man. Yo, that was wild. And for 4 hours, and the reason why I know 4 hours, I listened to it because it's funny. And I was driving, and it was a 10-hour drive. And I'm like, fuck it, let me just excuse my language. I'm listening. And I'm like, yo, this is crazy, right? I will pull over to a rest stop, talk to Zaire while I call Zaire on the phone, and we just cracking up. Yo, I think I listened to about 3 hours, and then I went back to listening to music and stuff like that. But yo, it's crazy. That was weird. Yo, there was some weird stuff. My man N88, $10 super chat. Thank you so much for the super chat. He says, what's your thought on GameStop selling its cell phone division today? Is the end near? GameStop, what? Oh, snap. What's your thoughts on GameStop selling its cell phone division today? Yo, that's news to me. And at a minimum, their cell phone is done. Lionel Ball get $2 super chat. Zobi is mad funny. Yeah, he is. He is funny. He entertains too, especially when he goes on his PlayStation bashing tirade. Yo, him and Show. What's funny is him and One Stop for gamers. They remind me, they're like alike. They have that same stick. They support the platform that they bash. So like Zobi likes PlayStation, but he will bash the hell out of it. And One Stop supports Xbox, but he will bash the hell out of it because they're not doing what they want them to do. So it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's funny what they do, whatever. But Zobi, yo. And then when he's like on Switch, he's like, oh my God. Yo, when he bought his Switch and he talked to Jay Barry, I saw that podcast. And it was like he lost his virginity for the first time. I'm like, it's just hilarious. He just is entertaining. Zobi can entertain. It's funny. And he's like calling everybody wiggers. All these wiggers, yo. Oh my God, Zobi. Yo. But man, yo, Zobi, I mess with Zobi, all right? I don't block him. I mess with Zobi. Zobi's hilarious. I will do a podcast and debate whatever Zobi. Because he's entertaining, but it's funny. Right? But GameStop, I'm going to tell you, GameStop has a huge challenge. Because they thrived on used game sales, right? But now more and more people are buying their games digital. So it's not as much. And there are more and more places to get ready, to turn in your used games. Amazon, Best Buy. I don't know if Best Buy does it. Remember the gamers thing? There's other ways to do it. And now that there's other easy apps to sell you stuff, you can sell stuff through Facebook. There's an app where you take a picture and you can get an instant sell right there. Somebody be like, I'll buy it right now. There's so many ways to sell stuff. JayTech TV be lying for them buggers, them lying eyes. Yo, my man. Yo, thank you so much for the super chat support. Are you gonna believe me? Oh, you lying eyes. Z has some of the funniest stories ever. But GameStop, they have to do something to make themselves relevant. You know what I'm saying? And keep in mind, Sony and Microsoft, if they were smart, they could kill retail and make people go just simply by dropping the price day one on the games, meaning $60 for the disc version, $50 for digital store day one. More people will want to save the $10. Because again, to this day, I don't understand why digital games cost the same much as disc games. It blows my damn mind. My man Free Flow saying, much love, G. Keep doing your thing. Supposedly, we might get a trailer release date for Death Stranding, game of the show in TGA. Hopefully, we see something like that, man. I'm waiting for these PlayStation games to drop, but there's a lot of good multiplats coming, but of course I'm gonna do my thing. You know what I'm saying? I'll do my thing for PlayStation stuff like that, whatever. Kicking off. We're about to log off unless there's anything else people want to cover and stuff like that. I did my video talking about the E3 Game Show Awards, whatever, and we covered how Xbox got outsold by Switch, but that GameStop, good note on that one, But again, shout out to everybody that supported me in the super chat. I think it's time for me to play some games. It's time for me to get down with the Spider-Man, my personal game of the year. That's my personal game of the year. That's how it is. Oh, I gotta let y'all know one more last thing. Y'all ready? Hit the like button. Where we at? I got one more. I got great news. News so great, you're gonna want to hit the like button right now to reach 200. I got 185 likes. Right? This like button. Great news for everybody here. All right? Y'all ready for the news? Y'all ready? Wait for it. Wait. Great news. 60 Frames No Lag podcast is back. Yes, Fridays, 8 p.m. Eastern. All day. J-Dub, Craig Harris. From time to time, Jay Fonzarelli. Fridays, 8 p.m. Eastern. 60 Frames No Lag. Hide from it. Run from it. Dread it. Destiny arrives all the same. 60 Frames, No Lag, podcast. We needed this because there's just too much BS going around. We up in there. And then, hopefully fans could show up, consistently, but we're doing it. And we're going to have guests. I'm going to have Ryan. I'm going to have Z. And I'm going to have whoever with them lying eyes because everything's okay in moderation. Yo, we're going to do it. 60 Frames, No Lag, 8 p.m. Eastern. Yes, I know it's not European friendly time. I understand that because if you think about it, it's 8 p.m. Eastern, for the United States, it's 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. It's 2 in the morning for me. So I'm going to be up at 2 in the morning on a Friday doing this podcast. $10 super chat. My man's excited. He says 60 frames. Hit up with that super chat. We are back. You know what I'm saying? It's going down. We're going to get this work. We're going to preach the truth. First Amendment rights. There's no echo chamber. There's no circle jerk. There's none of that. We're going to have the right people talking about the right topics, and I'm going to be in my bag if I hear some BS. All right? 60 frames, no lag. We're back Fridays, 8 p.m. Eastern, starting this Friday. It's not Black Friday. It's Lag Friday. Hopefully some of these shows ain't I thought you was coming back. Nah, I'm stuck in Germany for a minute, dog. I'm stationed out here. Shit, I don't want to leave. Now, but anyway, I'm staying here for a minute. But we doing it. 60 Lag Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Stay tuned. All right, we're gonna be talking gaming. We're gonna talk. The crew is formed up. We form it. It's like the new edition. New edition formed up. I'll be there for 60 frames, no lag. Let's get it. All right, 8 p.m. Friday. Woo! I'm excited and I'm glad it's happening. 1 hour. 1 hour what? It is. Anyway, grand opening, grand closing. This is your boy Puertorock 77. I'm glad I was able to push out. Damn, I'm glad I didn't forget. Boom. We out of here. Your only friend in these YouTube streets. Peace out. Grand closing. Deuces.